I'm live. Hi. Hey, everybody. Hi. It's Becky from Power Tools with Thread, and you are in our Stitchuation room this morning. I'm so glad you're here. I see everybody in the chat. Scotty Dog has pastries and danishes in our virtual kitchen. Thank you so much for bringing those. I appreciate that. It's on the other side of the room. Y'all can just wander over, make yourselves at home. I know that there's juice, water, and some coffee over there as well. So, oh my goodness, it is so great to see all of you guys. Such a great day. Today's going to be a great day. I am so excited about it. Yesterday when we left, I had told y'all that I was going to work on getting the sashing done on this. That did not happen at all. Not one stitch. I didn't even turn the machine on. So, thank you for taking time out of your day to be here. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. You guys think about giving me a thumbs up. I would like that too. And subscribe if you haven't already so that we can spend more time together. Okay, my brain is going 90 miles an hour, you guys. I got so much going on here. So I want to well, Linda, I love to start my day with you too. Yes. Judy says Becky means to literally make yourself at home in your own home. That's great. All right. Why didn't I get any stitching done yesterday? So I had promised you guys today that on today, I would have everything ready to release for the Power Tools with Thread Sew Together. We are going to do an RV retreat in South Texas, and registration opens today. So it will be in El Campo at Lost Lagoon RV Resort. And there's going to be a blog post going out this morning. So you need to be sure to subscribe to the blog, powertoolswiththread.com. You need to be sure to subscribe to that because that's got all the details for the trip. And if you call Lost Lagoon RV Resort, then you need to be sure to tell them that you are with the Power Tools with Thread Sew Together event so that you can get the discounted rate. You guys, this park is magnificent. This guy made his money in the oil business and he's got more money than sense. And it's an incredible, amazing RV park. Margaritaville RV Parks approached him to sell it and he said, no, thanks. He's got more money than sense, like I said. But he has created an incredible spot for us to hang out with a huge rally room. And I hope you guys can make this. So the blog post is going to go out today at 8. If it doesn't, by the time we finish, I'll go ahead and give it a little push. So I had a really good question yesterday. I know somebody's coming from Wisconsin. They've already reached out to me. You guys, not you guys, sorry. Lady reached out to me with a valid concern about safety. Okay. She says, we hear a lot of negative about what's going on down around the border in South Texas. Is it safe? Yes, absolutely. We have been there and stayed there once before, about a year and a half ago, and then went the other day to go arrange the rally and all of that. And I got to tell you, so where it's located is nowhere near the Rio Grande Valley. It's like, I don't know, 8 or 10 hours away, 8 hours, something like that. It's about 2 hours west of Houston, 2 hours west of Houston on Highway 59. So, and it's in a small town, and the guy took like a big piece of pasture land. So it's kind of rural and created this unbelievable oasis. So it's really, really more money than sense. Yeah, right. CENTS, Wendy says. Oh my goodness. I know. I see Toby Keith passed away. You guys, that breaks my heart. Breaks my heart. Keith and I were huge fans. And we were so happy today. We thought about the time that we got to see him in concert, and he was something else, wasn't he? So the effect he had on this country after 9/11 was just absolutely amazing. So anyway, yeah, so this is going to be a lot of fun. So we've got, it's the September 19th through the 23rd. If you've got an RV, it doesn't have to be a motorhome. It can be a little bumper pole, whatever. We've reserved 50 spaces because some of you are not going to stitch. Some of you just want to come and maybe hand stitch or do a binding or something like that. So we've got it, like I said, 50 RV spots and 6 cabins, and the cabins sleep 6. So there's a queen size bed downstairs. They're like a tiny home. And then there's 2 queen size beds upstairs in a loft with low headroom. So you've got to be able to navigate the stairs to get up there and climb around and don't bang your head. But then downstairs again is a bedroom with a queen size bed in it. It has a little dining room table, a TV, a kitchenette, and a bathroom, single bathroom in the cabins. So yeah, if you don't have an RV, you can do that, but we've only got 6 cabins. So if you would like to do one of those, grab a friend and split it or something like that. That might be fun. So that's going to happen. And then so let me back up. I'm also going to be teaching my method for what I call Snapplique, which is where I teach you to do applique and a snap. I didn't come up with that term. You guys did. So I'm going to be teaching that class from 9 to 11 on Saturday morning. And then, so you can join that. And there's a fee for that class, and there's a fee for the rally itself. Okay. To take care of everything. We're going to have an ice cream social on Thursday night, a little icebreaker to get everybody there and meet everybody. We're going to have lanyards with name tags, and then going to hang out. We've got a little private road that's only one way right behind 2 of the cabins, and we're going to line up cornhole boards there. It's football season, so there'll be games on TV on the outside of people's. Oh, congratulations, Cindy. Her husband's pathology came back and he is cancer-free. Congratulations. What a blessing. Praise Jesus. So, and then, I'm doing the class Saturday morning, and then at 1 o'clock, we're taking a field trip to Two Chicks Quilting in Ganado. So there's going to be a quilt store that we get to go to as well. That's going to be fun. Saturday night, we're going to have a potluck, and then we're going to have a quilt walk. You guys, we've got some cabanas around the pool. We're going to hang clotheslines, and you guys can display your quilts to the rest of the RV park. So it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I hope you can make it. And you need to do 2 things. You got to call the RV park and make your reservations. Tell them you're with the Power Tools with Threads Sew Together. And then you also need to fill out the Google form and register for the rally itself and the class if you want to take it. So it's going to be a lot of fun, And the chicks are ready for us. I let them know last night about our field trip. So she'll be sure to have plenty of staff there for y'all. And that way we can get in and get out and get back to our potluck at the RV resort. But I just can't wait. I think it's going to be a blast. I want to thank Bonnie Cohn so much. She's my rally manager, event manager for this. And I couldn't do it without her. Oh, she's great. But so yesterday, why didn't I get any stitching done? I literally spent 10 and a half hours sitting at the computer, getting all of the tech ready for that so that when you guys are ready to register, you've got it. I had to create the events to pay for the rally and the class in our store site, images, explanation, and all of that, get that ready. Had to create the blog post itself, Bonnie and I literally spent 2.5 hours on the phone yesterday, maybe a little bit more, going over all of the little details. She is a whiz with this kind of thing. And then, because, we want to make sure you guys have a good time. Everything's organized and entertained and all of that. And I came up with a schedule of events that is on the blog as well. So you know what's going to happen every day at what time. And then also came up with, I edited a map of the park and circled where our spaces are going to be and where everything's going to be at, so that you guys have a clue what's going on, right? So it's going to be fun. And well, thank you, Julianne. She says I'm amazing. I'll take that a little bit. No, I'm kidding. But it's just the, yeah, and I would, Margie, I'd like it to be a first annual. Absolutely, I would. And Bonnie's already got it in her mind of where she wants to go next. So she's mentioned in Mississippi and Louisiana and Kentucky. So we're talking about that. Yeah, you guys are already scoping it out on the website. That pool, check it out. It's EC Lost Lagoon. What, is that right? Yeah, that stands for El Campo Lost Lagoon. Yeah, Candace. Also, I know Candace had mentioned to me on the cruise, Candace Park, she and her friends want to come for the day just for the Snapplique class. And so we also created a class button to register for that. Those are people who will be paying for a day pass into the park. Okay, because I've got to keep track of that, only because the seating in the rally room, we're going to have to limit it to like 35 stitchers, and that's it. 35 is all we can fit, even though we're getting 50 RV sites. That's to make sure we have enough for people who want to come that aren't going to be in the rally room. And then, oh yeah, that place is amazing. I'm telling Judy just looked at it. She's like, oh my gosh, it's incredible. So yes, it's going to be incredible. It's going to be so much fun. There's going to be so much to do, you guys. The pools are amazing. She did mention that the Whibbit water park, which it looks like the Whibbit is for kids, and it looks like a big blow up mountain that they can climb around and jump around on and all that. Since that's going to be off season, she mentioned it will probably be closed. So there's plenty to do for the kids in another pool, but the Whibbit park, I think, may not be open. So don't go promising that to grandkids if you want to bring them down, but there's still a ton of stuff to do. It's going to be awesome. Yeah. Come to Montana. Melody, why don't you come to me? I like that better. Yes, you are going to come and sew just like a regular quilt retreat. It's open sew every day, except for those 2 hours that I'm going to be teaching Snapplique. That's an add-on, kind of it's a semi-private lesson where you'll have hands-on and me baby stepping you around on your computers. You've got to bring your laptop. You've got to have that software, Stitch Artist 2, BES, or Simply Applique. I can't teach any other software, and it says all of that in the description. Okay, so but otherwise, everybody else that's in the rally room is just going to be there with their sewing machines and embroidery machines, and it's just going to be a regular retreat. There is a restaurant on site, so it's kind of a little snack bar cafe type thing. Not really a restaurant. It's not a sit-down restaurant. It's more of a cafe. I'd call it a cafe. So, yeah, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. He can't do that kind of driving, Frida. I understand. I get it completely. Yeah. Dates again, please. Lynn wants to know. It's the 19th through the 23rd of September, 2024, this coming September. So it's after Labor Day, considered off season. It's 2 hours from Houston. So, you guys can fly in, whatever. So anyway, so hopefully you guys can join me. I think it's going to fill up pretty quickly, but as we go, I will let you guys know. Hopefully the heat is not too bad. Hi, Jeanette. It's so nice to see you guys. Yes. So, right. What about flying in and staying at a motel? Yeah. So they have motels in El Campo. So you could, rent a car and drive from Houston and go to El Campo and stay in a motel. It's not too far from El Campo at all. It's just right on the outskirts of town. So the limitation on attendance, you guys, is going to be the driftwood rally room. It's got a lot of round tables in it. We can put 2 stitchers per round table. I think maybe get 3. We'd have to see about the logistics on that. But one of the things we have to worry about, oh, okay. Judy says if you fly in, the Hobby Airport in Houston is closer than International. Yeah, Houston Hobby's on the south side of town, and that's where Southwest flies into. So when we stay at the RV park, when we go to the Houston Quilt Festival, we always stay there at the Houston Lakeside RV, I think it's called, and it's right near Hobby, and we watch the Southwest planes fly in. And you can get on 59 like right there in Houston, and it takes you straight over right to El Campo. So it's really easy to get to. You're not going to be near the border where they've got all that drama going on, and so it's totally safe. This place is very secure, and it is amazing. Okay, so that's the update on the RV Sew Together, and let me, yeah, okay. Well, Candace, whatever you guys want to do. Also, transportation will not be provided for the trip to Chicks. So those of you that are local or those of you that are towing, if you guys could help carpool, that would be great. I'm going to lead everybody down there, and then we'll shop till we drop and then head on back. So I know my buddy Candace and her husband Mike are coming from Florida. They've already got that booked. So first thing this morning, I got a text. They're ready. They're ready. Not booked, but it's on the schedule. I know that they're coming. Okay. All right. Candace is offering up some seats in her car. So this is great, you guys. We're going to have a blast. I cannot wait. So we will talk about this off and on until the rally is full. And then you need to make reservations in order to get the discounted rate by the 1st of June. And then there are no refunds for the rally room registration fee or the class fee until after the 1st of August. In the class, I'm going to provide you guys pre-cut applique pieces, from the SCANNCUT and stabilizer and background fabric. And you need to have a machine that stitches at least a 5x7 hoop. We're going to keep it simple, but Bonnie says she'll drive also. All right, Bonnie's offering. That's Bonnie Cohn down there. This is my rally manager right here, you guys. She's awesome. So when we get all this going and everything in the class, you need to have your laptop, and you need to have either Stitch Artist 2, BES, or Simply Applique. And we're gonna get in as many day passes as we can just for the class. That will allow you to also open sew in the room if you have a little project you want to work on just for that day, but you can't be there for the rest of the other 3 days of the RV rally. And then we have a group goodbye at 9 a.m. on Monday, and everybody can get back on the road and get back to their life. So we made the class and the trip to 2 Chicks on Saturday for those of you who work, because some of you are still doing that 4-letter word, and we know how that goes. So I hope that answers a lot of questions. Yeah, El Campo is really a 2-hour drive from Hobby. Yeah. So fly in there, get a Southwest. Want to get away? Come on. It'll be fun. If we can get 3 stitchers per table, see, I know how y'all are, and you just spread out. But if you can keep yourself to like a 2.5 foot space, also we have to worry about the power draw. And if you're going to bring an iron, you can only bring a mini iron, you guys. We will have an ironing station there. I think Two Chicks is going to have a little booth there, as well as Loft Supply. I think they are going to come in from the Woodlands, which is north of Houston, and set up a little booth there. He just told me he's got an amazing new batting that has silver on it, like that stuff you would put on your ironing board. So that's kind of cool. And I want him to bring some of that packaged up for you guys too. But Jamie says her youngest was born in Texas and wants a Hey Y'all panel. So that's this thing, whoop, mirrored. That's this thing right here. And it's from a Moda kit. I looked last night, Jamie, to see if I could link to it. The only thing I can find is the full kit. $135, $140 for the whole kit. It's got like 11 different fabric choices in it that go with the line, and it's got that panel in it. It's very cool. But yes, bring your pressing blocks. Bring a wool mat if you've got one. We do not want to melt those plastic tables. Bonnie and I were talking about that yesterday. So you just need to make sure that, we don't do any damage, okay? So I think I'm just too excited about that. That is, y'all, you have no idea how honored I am that you want to come and sew with me. I'm just so excited about that. I'm so excited about that. Alrighty. So I have some great news, more great news. All right. I had talked to y'all about, for those of you who are embroiderers and not quilters, in the quilting world, there is a designer, and she is Nancy Halverson. Nancy Halverson has been around the quilting world for a very, very long time. She makes the most adorable applique quilts. So she came up with this line, and you'll see the company's name is Art to Heart. That right there. That's the name of her company, Art to Heart. And I first became a fan of Nancy's work as a quilter before I dip my toe into embroidery. So several years ago, she came up with a line of patterns called On Wander Lane. And On Wander Lane is a 12-book series that covers an entire year. And all of the items in each month's book pertain to that month of the year. So this is Schoolhouse Haven. All of these pattern books, and you can't download these PDF. They had them for a while, they pulled them, but now you have to buy the physical book. So all of these, like this has the pot holder. It's an apple because this is all about back to school. Okay. We have there's a little pillow right there. It's got the little apple. Okay. Right here, there's the mini quilt with some love on a book. We have another little pillow right there with the owl. Somebody just did that one and did it 2 owls back to back. Okay. See where it says Grow Wise? There's hand stitching there. I'm mentioning that because I'm going to talk to you about that in a second. And then there is a little table topper. There's a table topper for each one. And there's also a quilt, a wall quilt that finishes at, it's like 30 inches. Inside the wall quilt, there is a block, unfinished at 12.5. So the quilt is all pieced around, those borders are pieced, and the center block is 12.5. Thank you, El Faber. Thumbs up, yay. All right. No, it's not on the blog yet, Leslie. Leslie's looking for the event registration. It will publish at 8 a.m. Central, okay? When we get done here, it'll push. At least I told it to. If it didn't, it will. I'll push it myself manually. Okay. So I absolutely love applique quilts, and my Snapplique method, for those of you that are brand new, because I know I've got newbies on here, is I'm all over the map. I'm just so excited about this. So my Snapplique method is to, then you can take, let me back that up. Oh my gosh, I apologize. I'm a whack job, you guys. Squirrel. Then you can take all months of the year and create this gorgeous quilt. Look at that. All months of the year, you can do this. Isn't that too stinking cute? She even has her own fabric line. If you want to get On Wander Lane fabric, you can get that. I've got links to it below, the books and fabric and all that. So where am I going with this? Bye, Jeanette. Have a good day. She got to take the babies to school, grandbabies. My Snapplique method is to take a paper pattern, applique, scan it into the SCANNCUT. The digital image created by the SCANNCUT will then cut out your will then cut out your applique pieces. Exact to size, absolutely exact. Then take that digital file that the SCANNCUT made and import it into embroidery software. And I like to use Brilliant Stitch Artist 2. And with the click of a couple of buttons, you can turn this into an applique embroidery design. So not only is your SCANNCUT cutting out your pieces, you're using your embroidery machine. It will create a placement line where you iron down, because you got heat and bond light on the back of your applique pieces. You can iron it down inside the line and hit the button, and it will do the final blanket stitch. Done. No more stitching around with a blanket stitch on your domestic. I know some of you like that. That's not me, okay? I don't like doing that. It's tedious. I don't have time. I don't want to fiddle with it. I don't want to stop when I get to the piece underneath that's been overlapped and switch threads and I don't want to do all that, okay? So, all right. Katie, you made it. Hi. Yes, this can get extremely addicting very, very quickly. If you're not a Kimberbell, it has the same effect, you guys. Same effect. So inside, where am I going with this? What are you talking about, Becky? Where are you going with this? So this has predominantly been for quilters. If you're a machine embroiderer, it doesn't pop up in your world because it's not designed for embroidery. But we have the technology to make it designed for embroidery. But inside here, there's a little disclaimer, and it says this pattern is for personal use only, not for commercial production. No part of this pattern may be reproduced mechanically, electronically, or in any way, including laser cutting, unless given express written consent by Art to Heart. All rights reserved. So because we are stitchers with integrity, rather than Frida, I don't use that rotary cutter. I've never used the rotary cutter. I use straight blades. It's what you need for quilting cottons, you guys. Okay. So what did I just see? All right, here we go. She's part of the Quilt of the Month Club for Wander Lane. The book and little projects are too cute. You just retired and hoping to finish them. Side. Great. Letha. Fantastic. How much fun is that to make these things? So, being the stitcher with integrity that I am, I sent an email to Nancy Halverson. I sent her an email and I explained who I was. I explained about my channel and all of that. I told her I'm writing because I want to promote your fabulous Wander Lane patterns with my viewers, but incorporate technology into the process. Hi, Frito. Good morning, baby. Here's my girl. Hi, baby girl. How you doing? Yes, that's good girl. Mama's good girl. Yes. She's so happy I'm home. She's so happy I'm home. All right. You can't tell Alexa to do it for you, Christine. No, I'm sorry. Wouldn't that be awesome? I still have yet to get her to do the dishes. I've been trying to get her. All right. Then I explained my process to her for my Snapplique method. All right. Then I told her, I want to assure you that in previous projects where I've used this technique, like in Lori Holtz, I emphasize in every video and blog post where I share this technique that sharing of digital designs is intellectual property theft. We do not share our designs with our neighbor. And we must respect our fabulous designers. Now, but that technology is out there and it's becoming more widely used. That ship has sailed as far as not making them digitally, right? It's impossible to stop stitchers from using the technology available to them to recreate the designs digitally. As embroidery machines become more and more advanced, like my brother Luminaire, the scanners in the machines themselves will soon be able to scan in a paper pattern and create the applique. They can do it now, but it's rustic. Brother will only make it better. So I've put it out there. This is happening. So I said, to counter this, I recommend embracing the technology and reaching out to an entire new customer base of machine embroiderers. They have the same scruples as quilters in that they respect the embroidery digitizers out there and know they should not share designs. Embroiderers use downloaded designs much more than quilters because that's where we get all our embroidery designs, right? They're all online and or you have a CD or a USB, they're all digital. All of those designs are digital. They use them much more than quilters, so they're very familiar with designer intellectual property theft. They want to do this very much for personal use only and don't want to feel bad while doing it. So I'm asking for permission to digitize patterns for personal use in the Wander Lane books and share the process with my viewers for tutorial type videos. And then I told her that I talked to you guys about it. Y'all were all excited because you love On Wander Lane and you love Art to Heart, right? Then I sent her a link to a video where I showed how I did it. And then I hope to hear from you soon. She emailed me back. Yay! All right. She says, thank you for your email and your explanation of the Brother SCANNCUT process. She appreciates I took the time to ask instead of just, this is important, you guys. This is what intellectual property theft is all about. My concern with the use of this tool is similar to the exposure to theft of our intellectual property incurred as a result of selling PDF versions of our products. We must rely on copyright notices and the scruples of our customers in order to reap the benefits of PDF sales. We can only hope that the SCANNCUT files will not be shared with others without purchasing the book or pattern. But we can't be sure. Are you all right, Harley? Harley just fell through the door. She's only got 3 legs. We appreciate your promise to emphasize respect for our IP as a part of your presentation and hope that you can take every precaution at your disposal to protect our intellectual property. Hello, Harley. Good morning. We realize that your use of Wander Lane will provide additional exposure for our product and hopefully generate additional demand for a product that has already been extremely popular. That said, we grant permission for you to use Wander Lane line for your presentations. Thank you, Nancy Halverson, Art to Heart. No, she's fine, Sally. How awesome is that? So, here we go. There is a company right now, there's a quilt shop right now that is offering, they're going to do a month. They're going to do the little mini quilt. Well, I want to do that too. The mini quilt that they're offering for, and it's for each month of this, pre-cut laser pieces sent to you in a kit. And I think they're almost $30 for the kit each month. And you have to buy the book for $12.99. Okay. So I have the book and I have a SCANNCUT to cut my own pieces, right? With heat and bond on the back. Melanie says, here we go. Yay. And the file from my SCANNCUT, I can turn into an embroidery design. Let me tell you guys, if you've never done this method, I've got loads of videos on it, loads of videos on how to do this. It changes your world and it changes how you look at applique quilts. I've been demoing it at the Houston International Quilt Festival for the last 4 in-person years. And the books are on Amazon. Yes, you can get her books on Amazon through my Amazon store. I've got them linked to quilt shops. I would appreciate it if you would patronize the quilt shop links first. Patricia, you're absolutely right. I wanted to get permission because, like I said, that barn door is open and that horse is gone. Okay, you can't reel it in. She and her team. She took like 2 weeks because I emailed her about a week before we left on the cruise, and I thought, well, she blew me off or it went to junk or whatever. But she was probably meeting with her team to talk about this and the repercussions of it. They know they cannot stop theft. They know they can't. Okay. But as embroiderers, how many designs do we buy and download? We know that we use digital designs almost 100% of the time. We have to. There's no other way. There's no other way not to have a digital design. And the embroidery companies are doing just fine, okay? The digitizers are doing just fine, provided that you're not sharing and stealing. So do I have videos for Simply Applique? Yes. Actually, story time, Simply Applique is like $369. And I mean, I'm sorry, Stitch Artist 2 is $369 and Simply Applique is $199. For $169, you're going to get a much more robust and better program. And Simply Applique, you can put on more than one computer. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Simply Applique. In Brilliant Stitch Artist 2, you can put on more than one computer. You own the license for your whole life. Okay. Simply Applique, you can only put it on twice and that's it. And then after that second time of install, you're done and you've got to buy another piece of software. So in the long run, you're better off with Brilliant's Stitch Artist 2. Okay. Believe me, it's another $169. It's worth every penny. You'll be able to digitize things that you cannot do in Simply Applique. Okay. Made by Margie's asking, do I have a discount code for Brilliance? You guys, I would hold off without, don't get it now. Don't get it now. I would bet you that Brilliance is going to put out a coupon before Valentine's Day. I'm certain of it. So hold off another 10% off. And I will let you know. I will let you know in a video that day. I will let you know in my blog. I'll let you know in the Facebook group. Okay. If you've only got Stitch Artist 1, sorry. Teresa, there's an upgrade. So you don't have to buy Stitch Artist 2, all of it. If you go on the Brilliance website, again, wait, because I'll give you a discount code when they put one out. It's on sale, I know, Margie, but I'll get a code for another 10% off the sale price. Hold off till Valentine's Day, okay, you guys? I'm crossing my fingers. I'm certain they're going to put one out soon. But you can go to Stitch Artist, and then there's a down arrow for upgrades. Y'all, I have to let Harley back into the house. She's driving me crazy. How do you know which version you have, Debbie? Debbie wants to know. How do you know which version you have? Open up Brilliance and go up to the help menu and then go to, let me launch Brilliance and I'll show you. And then go to serial numbers and your serial numbers will pop up and you'll see. Let me click this. Okay, let me share my screen with you guys. Harley, you can get yourself back through that door. Stop being a sissy. She's 17. Okay, so you just go up to the help menu right up here. This is literally what I'm going to be doing in that class is baby stepping you guys through this software. Help and go to serial numbers and it will tell you which serial numbers you have, okay? And then you'll be able to do whatever. So if you have Stitch Artist, you've got this little quarter of a sundial right up here That's actually some stitches, but it says create. That's Stitch Artist. All right. So take a look at that and it will let you know which one you have. So this is a great question. Michelle, fantastic question. Embrilliance is a suite of software, just like Microsoft Office is a suite of software. Office has Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Outlook, Access, OneNote, all of that. And they all work together. They work individually, but they work together. Like you can import data from a spreadsheet and create cool slides in PowerPoint, right? Same concept with Embrilliance embroidery software. All right. So you have Embrilliance as the overall suite of software, just like Microsoft Office. And then inside there are different modules of software. They work independently of one another, but they also work together. So the company name is Brighton Leap, Patty, Brighton Leap, and it's owned by Brian Bale. And Brian was, if you ever had the old Baby Lock software, Brian had that contract and it looks exactly the same. The screen's the same, the buttons are the same and everything. When Brian's contract was over, he went out on his own. I don't know this for a fact. I'm assuming because I've worked with software developers for so long. The class that I mentioned that walks you through the software, Heidi, is in the RV Sew Together event. But I have loads of video that also take videos on my channel. I've got playlists that take you through Embrilliance. Okay. So you should get, this is me personally, you should get Embrilliance Essentials, which is the basic. Copy, paste, merge, lettering, all of that. Okay. Color sorting, all of that. Send to your Luminaire or send to your machine wirelessly if it accepts designs wirelessly. And yes. That's also nice too. When you lose your license number, they have it to you. Be sure to create an account on there when you buy it. Don't buy it as a guest. Create an account with Embrilliance and buy it that way. So they have record of your serial numbers if you lose them, or your laptop gets smashed in your RV slide. That happens. So, and then Stitch Artist 2. I did find out on the cruise that if you get Stitch Artist 2 all by itself, it will do just about everything that Embrilliance Essentials does, except it will not color sort, and it only comes with one native font. Essentials comes with like 5 or 6 different native fonts. That said, not a big deal because I rarely use the native fonts in Embrilliance. I import BX fonts from Designs by Juju and everybody else, those pretty scripted and pretty little fonts, okay? To get the knockdown stitch, Christine, you need to buy Embrilliance Enthusiast. Yeah, got to get the knockdown stitch. That's Enthusiast. That also has a stitch editor on it. So each one of them does something a little bit different, and I recommend don't get there. Does BES4 Dream have the capabilities of Stitch Artist 2? Dell, it will import a vector graphic and turn it into an embroidery design. Yes, it will. Okay. Can it digitize embroidery the same as Stitch Artist 2? No, it is not as powerful. But if you've got it, use it. Okay. Absolutely use it. I'm not telling you guys, if you're using BES or Simply Applique and you like it, you go for it because that software is perfect for what you're doing. It's limited in its scope, but you guys will get along with it fine. So yeah, yep. It is worth it, Christine. You're right. So there's a sale for Embrilliance until the 9th of February. Okay. So Carol, Stitch Artist 2 allows you to do so much more. It allows you to import. So when you scan in a paper pattern, this is what I use it for. When I scan in a paper pattern, right? In my SCANNCUT, the SCANNCUT creates a vector graphic, and it allows you like an SVG, but brother uses FCM, neither here nor there. you can take that vector graphic and import it into the Stitch Artist 2 software, and with the click of a couple buttons, create an applique design out of it. It's awesome. It's awesome. Stephanie, Stitch Artist 2 is made by Brighton Leap. Okay. See that this is the confusion, you guys. Stitch Artist 2 is part of the Embrilliance software suite. So they are one and the same. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Just like Word is part of the Microsoft Office suite of software, Embrilliance is. Yes, you can do both at the same time, but I don't have a coupon right now. And my advice is to hold off until closer to Valentine's Day. I bet you they're going to put one out. I bet you. I'm not going to do a sew along for On Wander Lane Glory. What I am going to do is make one each month. And I just don't want to commit to it because my schedule is crazy. My schedule is crazy. Yes, it is, Julianne. That book I'm holding up is On Wander Lane. So this is September's, the Schoolhouse Haven. This is September. See the apples back to school. Here's Bunny Knoll for Easter. That's April's. That's adorable. Look at those rabbits. Okay. Shamrock Ridge for March. Look at that. Isn't that cute? This right here is the mini quilt that quilt shop is making and charging you $27.50 for. And all you're getting are the pieces that you can make with your SCANNCUT. Because if you've got the book, you can do it. Look how much money you're saving. If you were to make every one of these patterns, just the mini quilts, it pays for the Embrilliance software. You did sign up for the block of the month. Oh, good. That'll be great. That's for connecting threads. I think that is the Felicity, right? I did too. It's beautiful. Okay. We still have some confusion here. Let's see. You understand what a suite is, but explain it in sewing terms for the non-techies. Well, in Brilliance, let me show you guys. I will show you what I'm talking about. Hold on a minute. Let me pull this up. You guys, I'm telling you, when you start doing this, I'm having you guys send me pictures of stuff that you're doing, of your quilts that you're making using this process. Y'all are so excited. Oh my gosh, it's fantastic. All right, let's do this. Okay, I'm going to share my screen with you guys again. Hey, before you go, we're almost up with time. Hold on a second. I'm gonna do this real quick. Y'all, I've been promising you for months that when we get to 70,000 subscribers on my channel, I am giving away a quilt kit, a Lori Holt quilt kit for the Quilted Witch. Okay. We are like 55 subscribers away from 70,000. Okay. So this is the quilt kit. It's called the Quilted Witch. Here's the big old pattern for it, all full color. Okay. Not only the pattern, but the fabric kit as well. US shipping only. This thing weighs a ton. Okay. It's like 25 pounds. It's crazy. So 70,000 subscribers. This is the giveaway, the Quilted Witch. Y'all, yeah, it is the Liberty Mutual embroidery software. That's what I say. Only pay for what you need. Look at all the fabric that comes in this kit, you guys. All right. That's a good way to put it, Patty. She says Embrilliance is the box, and inside the box are Enthusiast Essentials, Stitch Artist 1, 2, and 3, etc. Look at all this fabric, y'all. Look at that. And this is all courtesy of Lady M. She's such a sweetheart. She's a benefactor of my channel. So, yes, you've heard the speech 100 times. I'm sorry. If y'all have been around here a while, you've heard me say it. But I keep getting so many new followers. There's always somebody new, but I appreciate your assistance with it. Absolutely. 70,000 subscribers. I'm giving that kit away, you guys. Okay, so let's get back to Stitch Artist. I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. You're new, you have no clue what's being talked about. Well, Rita, if you've got an embroidery machine and a SCANNCUT, this is something to see. All right. This is the web page for Embrilliance, okay? So I'm on embrilliance.com and he says, welcome to Embrilliance. This is Brian Bale, okay? And right up here, there's a frog, Brighton Leap Incorporated. That is the name of the company that makes the Embrilliance software suite. So it's Embrilliance is the box. That's a great way that you put that. So there are all kinds of things that you can get on here, you guys, and you get free designs. Oh, here's February's design. And it's free. You can download that. Isn't that cool? Okay. So when you get here, you can go to the store. And when you get to the store, here are all the different pieces that you can buy. All right. This is Embrilliance Essentials. It's a software font bundle, and that's on sale. This will give you the basics: copy, cut, paste, lettering, do all kinds of stuff. So they have different bundles. They've got a Christmas collection here. Merrill Lee is a patch making module of the software. Thumbnailer is a utility that lets you see your embroidery designs on your computer, like pictures in your picture folder. They have just Essentials without the lettering bundle, and it's only $139. Dirt cheap, you guys. They've got more collection bundles here. We'll scroll down. Here is Stitch Artist. This is where you create designs from nothing. This is for digitizing software, and digitizing means you're going to draw stitches on your screen with your cursor. I don't know how to do all that. I only know how to do what I know how to do because I'm not a digitizer. Okay. So Stitch Artist Level 1 lets you import a picture, like a JPEG picture, and you can trace around it and create a design using their little tools. Stitch Artist 2, it has all the tools that are in Stitch Artist 1, but it builds on it more. It's more robust, and it allows you to import that vector graphic from the SCANNCUT. And then Stitch Artist 3 does a whole bunch more stuff than that, and I'll never use it. So, but for $649, you're getting all of the tools that are in Stitch Artist 2 and Stitch Artist 1. Okay. I've got links below the videos if you guys want to get this. Alpha Tricks allows you to treat fonts. So if you have a font in your embroidery software and I want to put Becky and I have to drag in the B, drag in the E, drag in the C, drag in the K, you know what I'm saying? Alpha Tricks allows you to turn that font grouping into like BX fonts. So you can just go to the lettering section on Embrilliance and type and hit enter, and it all pops up and it's all kerned pretty close to where you want it. Pretty cool. Enthusiast is that stitch editor, and it also has the knockdown stitching you would want, but like if you were going to knock down a pile of a nap on a towel with a monogram. So that's cool. That's an Enthusiast. Density Repair Kit. Y'all hold off on that unless you absolutely decide you want it. It's great to remove hidden stitches under super, super dense embroidery designs that were poorly digitized and don't need to be there. But if you buy from like Designs by Juju all the time, or Anita Good Design or OESD or whatever, you really don't need that. So hold on to your pennies for that. That's just me personally. Then you've got font collections you can buy if you want. So this is what Embrilliance is all about. Here are your upgrades. Okay, there's from level 1 to 2, and it's $199. So you don't have to pay the full price. And where you can also find that is over here in the left menu. You can get Essentials, and you can click on it, and it will tell you what Essentials does. Okay, and it goes through and gives you ideas, okay, of what you can do and what it looks like. All right. So in this left menu, you may go back over here. Here's your Stitch Artist drop-down arrow. This is where you get the overview, level 1, 2, and 3. And here is where you get your upgrades, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, and 1 to 3. So I hope there's kind of an overview of the website. And I hope that clears it up, that all of these things are in Brilliance. Okay? Yeah, Bernie, this is it. You're doing it. She says she has in Brilliance. So I'm assuming you mean Essentials and Simply Applique, and that's all you need. That's true. You don't need to get Stitch Artist 2. You're absolutely right. It's great. And you don't have to buy it all at once. I call in Brilliance the Liberty Mutual of embroidery software. Only pay for what you need. So just pay for what the piece that you want, that you're going to play with right then, and don't buy the other pieces of it until you get to a point in your embroidery journey where you go, oh, I want to be able to do that. And then you go, honey, my birthday's coming up. That's true. Judy's got that right. Even if you have different software, Thumbnailer is wonderful. It is. So, okay. I hope that was helpful to kind of give you an overview. Liberty. Margie, you're a scream. So much fun with you. Yeah. Do you need a scan and cut for Stitch Artist 2? So, Carol, no. You can take an SVG file that you buy on the internet and download it and import it into Stitch Artist 2. You sure can. If you want to turn paper applique patterns into that embroidery file in Stitch Artist 2, you really need, I'm sorry about my dog. It's feeding time. It's breakfast. You really need to have the scan and cut to get the sizing and the scale proper. That can be done with a Cricut and Silhouette software, but you have to print out a calibration page from their cloud and take a picture of it with your phone, and then take a picture of it with the phone and import it into their software so it scales properly. Ugh. So no, you don't have to. Okay. So yeah, I hope that clears up. We did an Brilliance deep dive to explain all of the software. I didn't intend to do that this morning, but I wanted you guys to know. So I am going to start doing these art to heart patterns. And I may do one in the morning while we're sitting here, and I'll just show you what I'm doing. One morning we'll cut pieces, and another morning, do I trace the pattern before you scan? You're having the hardest time getting clean objects. So that depends on the dots per inch that your scan and cut reads. It's just a matter of the ability of the scan and cut to get the clean scan like you talked about. I will trace first of all, I just scan the pattern on its own. Just scan the pattern, okay? If I don't get a clean scan out of it, like you go to grab it, it breaks apart, which happens with graphics that are built in layers. Connie, the Fat Quarter Shop or Connecting Threads, either one of them. Yeah, you got books to buy. Yeah. So I always try that first. And if it doesn't work, then I prefer, you can use a number 2 pencil. I prefer a black, regular old Crayola marker, the one that's skinny, that looks like a regular size of a number 2 pencil. So, all right, Jeannie, see you later. Have a great day. Yeah, so since I have received, oh, let me do something real cool too. Can I fangirl for a second? Nancy Halverson knows who I am. Ah! I was so excited. Lori, you have the 325? Okay. So Lori wants to know what stores are carrying the fabric. A lot of quilt stores are. If your quilt store is not carrying the fabric, it's from Benartex. Ask them to order it. I've got links below where you can get the fabric. It's kind of hard because, y'all, this is super, super popular and everybody wants it. However, okay, if you have a stash full of blenders, you can get it. You can make that work just with your own fabric, okay? Could Wander Lane Day be on schedule? ML Weber, it can't. I'm sorry. I cannot commit to that because my travel schedule this year is just crazy. But we will do it. I will do it on my morning chats with you guys, okay? And also, you want a video on scanning? Annie, I have a playlist on my channel for SCANNCUT, and you can watch me scan, okay? Mo Queens had the books on sale last week. And you guys, if you go to Mo Queens Sewing, MUL, she's got it written right here, QUEENS. If you use promo code PTWT, which stands for Power Tools with Thread, promo code PTWT, you get free shipping. How about that? Yeah. Okay. How does one enter for the Lori Holt giveaway? Rita, you need to be subscribed to the channel. You have to be a subscriber. Yeah, you have to be a subscriber. You also are going to want to be on the chat when I do that. So kind of keep an eyeball on my subscriber count. I'm at 69,945 this morning. 55 people away. Maybe it'll be this week. I might do it on a Sunday live. That's true, Betty Boop. If you all have a Silhouette Cameo 3, you can do it too. It's not straightforward. That's right. Yeah. The SCANNCUT is easier. Glory, that's why I bought the SCANNCUT. I sold my Silhouette because of this reason. It's going to be a wonderful. Will I be bringing USB sticks to Mo Queens? I think you're going to get a USB stick, one of mine, at Mo Queens with the designs on it, just like last time. Yeah. Yeah, don't forget to hit like. How many people we got on? We're at 600. We were over 600 a little bit ago. All right, you guys. We're overdue. Our hour is up and gone. Thank you so much for being with me this morning. I know you could be anywhere doing anything else, and you took time out of your day to be with me. If you are on the replay, thank you for staying to the end. I appreciate that. If you're not a subscriber, Carol, I've got a blog post, which SCANNCUT should you buy the most that you can afford. You'll be good. It'll work out. Don't do the giveaway during the Super Bowl. I'm going to be busy during the Super Bowl. No, Jamie, you're fabulous. Thank you. All right, you guys, y'all have a wonderful day. Maybe we will do a little scanning and cutting tomorrow of On Wander Lane's February mini quilt. How about that? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? All right, we will talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.